Hello, welcome to my channel. Today I am here with a new topic about Dr. Binish. So he's a young entrepreneur who's been continuously working on trying to use waste materials and prepare something useful out of it. So now his venture is focusing on use of discarded PPE kits and face masks for preparation of bricks and blocks. So this bricks and blocks can be used for construction purpose, and in this way we can use these blocks and try to build various materials, and we can try to manage biomedical waste in an effective way. So let me give you an insight of Dr. Binish's innovative work. So coming to the table of contents, let me tell you how this innovative idea all started, what is this technical background, what kind of blocks he's preparing and how are they useful, what are the advantages of these blocks, and few achievements of Dr. Binish, his company details, and few takeaway messages. So when this pandemic of COVID-19 all started, people were actually telling that there is a reduced pollution that is happening because of restrictions that are imposed. And that was partly right. But Dr. Binish always knew that there is a new kind of waste that will be generated because of the increasing demand for PPE kits and masks. So these kind of waste will be called as biomedical waste, and effective management of this biomedical waste is very, very important. So with that intention, he tried to focus on this material to study its properties and see how effectively he can try to use this material to prepare something good out of it. So he has been very curious from his childhood days also. So once what happened is he was having a chewing gum and that accidentally got stuck to his pant. And what he did was he just wrapped it with a piece of paper and he forgot to remove it from his pant. And after some time, he saw that it had turned into a hard rock-like structure. So he was very curious to know what might be the binding forces between this paper and the chewing gum which made it so hard. So with this curiosity, he has been continuously evolving and he's into research from his young age itself. So this focus made him very, very into research, and he has been trying to use a lot of waste materials and try to prepare something good out of it. So coming to his technical background, he is basically from Gujarat, and he's been working in this area, and he has his company already. So at a young age of 16 years itself, he had his company. So he has done his studies in biotechnology with a master's in environmental engineering, and he has also completed his PhD in environmental science and technology. So he has been continuously working in this area, and he's been trying to use various waste materials to produce something useful material out of it. So it is something like wealth from waste concept. So in this way, he's trying to use even certain industrial waste materials like industrial paper sludge and any kind of textile waste materials, and he's trying to produce many useful products from that particular waste material. So coming to how these blocks are made from PPE kits and masks. So basically, once we use this kind of PPE kits, basically by doctors, and face masks by us, these kind of discarded materials will be collected in eco bins. So basically, we know that these kind of PPE kits and face masks, basically they are made of polypropylene, and it is kept untouched for 72 hours as per the guidelines. So there are certain guidelines to be followed when you are trying to use biomedical waste for some application. So based on that guidelines, you have to keep it untouched for 72 hours so that there is no infection, transfer of infection from these kind of materials. So once it is kept untouched, later it will be disinfected properly, and then it will be shredded into small pieces and mixed with several blenders. So in this way, the binders will be used and it will be mixed properly, and finally with the optimum concentration, there will be blocks that can be produced. So once the blocks are produced, they will be definitely testing for its properties to see how strong is the block. So one important parameter which has to be tested for these kind of blocks is the tenacity of that particular block. So tenacity is nothing but how strong is this material. Like when you apply certain stress on this material, usually the material deforms and it breaks. So more is the tenacity of the material, better it is strength to avoid this kind of breakages. So there has to be an optimum mixture of various compounds added here so that these blocks become strong. So the optimum ratios in which he has seen that if he mix, he gets better results is 52% PPE kits, 45% paper waste, and 3% binders. So in this way, he's been trying to use these waste materials and trying to prepare a lot of blocks which can be used for construction purpose. So this is definitely a waste from wealth concept, which is definitely a boon for waste management. So the blocks which he is preparing, he is selling it at 2.8 rupees per piece, which is definitely safe, and it is half the price of that of the conventional blocks. And not only that, it is 4 times stronger. So you can just imagine, if these blocks are stronger, they can sustain for a longer life. So why we should take care about this, or why we should use this kind of waste materials effectively? So what happens if we throw this into the environment? So let me give that you that insight first. So what happens is, when these plastics and other kind of materials are discarded into the water bodies or anywhere you throw it, it finally reaches the water bodies. And when organisms try to feed on that, they break that plastics into small microplastics. And once they feed on that through the trophic levels, that is from the lower organisms to the higher organisms, they get accumulated. And once human beings try to consume this kind of aquatic life, what happens is they magnify it. So finally, it will be in your plate. So you can see just how I have shown there. So you'll be eating this kind of materials which is having microplastics in it. So there have been a lot of reports which tells that these kind of microplastics can even lead to cancer. So that might be one reason why these kind of cancer cases are increasing now. So because of these kind of materials which can cause cancer, instead of going into these kind of issues, if these kind of plastics can be effectively used for production of blocks and using it for construction purpose, that would be the best way of managing waste. Apart from that, it has got various advantages because we are trying to reduce biomedical waste and trying to use it effectively. So apart from that, what happens is, if you try to discard it without any proper measures, imagine the mask is worn by an infected person, it can reach the water bodies. So in this way, it can be very infectious condition, and we have to take care about that. Apart from that, if you try to burn it in incinerators, so these are specialized structures which are used for burning waste materials so that you can produce energy out of it. So there are a lot of incinerators, and what happens is, if you do not have proper toxic gas control measures there, it can again lead to pollution. So in this way, you can pollute either your water bodies or you can pollute your air if you are not managing it properly. So in that way, if you think this is definitely going to be a best or good option, and according to Dr. Binish, there is nothing called as waste. Okay, he's been continuously working in this field. As I told you, he has used more than 100 plus waste materials to produce good products out of it, made a lot of products, and is into business. So in this way, your waste can be someone's asset. So this is the statement that is given by him, which is definitely a good one. So coming to few achievements of Dr. Binish. So he is a Padma Shri nominee. He was nominated by the Forbes 30 Under 30 Asia 2018 list for successful social entrepreneur. And he has been called as the Recycle Man of India, as I told you. He has a book already for his credit. And these are some of his company plus points. So you can see he has been already working on more than 100 plus products, and he has made a lot of products by that, and he is definitely trying to reduce the carbon footprint of India. So definitely by using this kind of even innovative strategies, you are trying to limit, or you are trying to avoid global warming to some extent. So in this way, he is reducing the carbon emissions from our country, and that will definitely add to the carbon credits. So coming to his company details, just to show you what kind of products he is making. So you can see he is making certain kind of blocks, bricks, eco-friendly tiles, which can be used for construction purposes. Not only that, he is making certain eco-wood also, which can be used. He is making certain materials which has got acoustic or soundproofing capabilities. So in this way, he is into a lot of products which can be used. And not only that, he is also making certain decorative materials from these kind of waste materials, and is employing a lot of women there, and women empowerment also he is focusing on. So these are his company details. So coming to few takeaway messages, definitely we know that these kind of waste materials can lead to a lot of pollution if not managed properly, since it is a biomedical waste, And it can also lead to health impacts, as I told you, because of the bioaccumulation and biomagnification that is happening. So there is a need to shift from linear economy to a kind of economy where there is nothing called as waste and everything can be used in an effective manner. So let me tell you what is linear economy. In this particular case, what happens is from the raw material, you have the manufacturing happening, and then you have the consumers who will consume the product and they discard it after use. So in this way, if you use it, there will be a lot of waste generated and management of this waste becomes an issue. But what happens in the system, what he's planned? So you can see there are raw materials, manufacturing is happening. You have the waste from the industry itself. That waste also he takes, he sees what are the properties of it and how effectively he can use it. Apart from that, after the consumers use it, even that waste he collects it, he understands the properties of it, and there also he sees how effectively he can use it and give products to the consumers itself. So in this way, you can see there is a complete cycle of raw material which is converted into product and given back, and that waste is again taken and given into the consumers in a good manner. So in this way, we can see how the system works, and that will definitely be the future. So in future, we may not have any resources, we may have only waste surrounded with us, and we need to be proactive, save natural resources, and see how we can create use out of the useless. So these are the references that I used to make the PPT that I'm sharing with you. Please share it with your friends. Do subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon for instant notifications. Thank you.